Hi, this week's parasha is Parashat Lech Lecha. The Torah begins with Hashem commanding Avram to go pick himself up and leave, like it says in Pasuk. Vayomer Hashem al Avram Lech Lecha me'artzecha u'mimoladatecha u'mibeit avicha el haaretz asher ar'aka. That Hashem tells him to get up, leave his land, and go to a place unknown. At this point in Abraham's life, he was 75 years old, and his wife Sarah was 65 years old. Okay, so they were dropped older. This is the first thing that the Torah tells us really about Abraham and Sarah's life. Besides for last week's parasha, it states Abraham's wife, his family, nothing like very significant. This is really the first significant thing that the Torah states. So the Midrash tells us about Abraham and Sarah's earlier years when they were younger. So we know that Abraham was the first person to discover Hashem. He was the one that realized that there is only one God, and he is not perceived by the human eye. And when in his society that he was raised in, that was not obviously accepted. And Nimrod, the king at that point, gave him an ultimatum to either give up this idea and this belief, or to put him in a fire, to burn him in a fire. Abraham chose the fire because he believed in Hashem, and he knew that Hashem was the truth. Miraculously, he survived. And at that point, Abraham publicized Hashem, and he publicized Jewish, and he gained followers, he gained people, he gained Jews, he was being mekarev, he brought a lot of people close to God and to Hashem and to this lifestyle. So it seems that Abraham and Sarah really had a comfortable life. They had a spiritually fulfilling life at this point. Abraham was think of him as a big rabbi, and he hosted tons of people, but at one point Hashem tells him, pick up and leave. But really Abraham was so comfortable. He was so spiritually fit. He was so comfortable in his position, but Hashem commanded him to pick up and leave. And Abraham and Sarah were so willing, okay? The fact that they were so willing was so much more precious to Hashem than everything else that was accomplished in their life. So our Chachamim tell us that the story of our, Masa Avos Siman Labanim, that means that the story of our fathers is a sign for the children. So the story of our fathers, which is this story, this is the first story of our forefather. This Lech Lecha of Abraham leaving, of Hashem commanding Abraham to leave, Lech Lecha this is the first story in the Torah of our father. And it's a sign for the children, which is us and all the future generations of Abraham, teaching us how to approach our Jewish mission in life, which is that a Jew must never be comfortable in their spiritual standing. So no matter how much you accomplish, you could be the biggest rabbi, right? No matter how much you accomplish, it is on every single Jew to know on themselves that they cannot put a spiritual limit on themselves. You have to keep embarking and keep furthering in the journey towards your spiritual journey. Okay, this is a journey that's open-ended, just like Abraham's. He was comfortable, but it was open-ended. It was foreign to him. He didn't know. One should never set limits on their spiritual growth. It is a journey that's very infinite, and because Hashem is infinite, our journey to reach Him is infinite. Shabbat Shalom.